Good morning, Jeepers. Today we are going to be installing new motor mounts on my Jeep Comanche MJ. Let's get to it. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos on Cherokees, and these is pretty much a Cherokee engine bay, and they say to remove this guy and kind of break loose some of the bolts in here. So your passenger side motor mount is right there. You can see mine's even chipped and it's not even touching anymore. And then the other one, which you can't really see, but it's under here. So I got to remove this, disconnect all of this, and get this guy out of here. All right, so first thing you do is you go ahead and start undoing all these little clips all around it. You'll take this guy up. You might need to remove some of your hoses to get to some of the bolts that the bottom piece of the air box is holding it down. This guy's a pain in the rear, so I didn't remove him. I just kind of flexed this over here. There was two vacuum lines hooked up to that, which was this guy, and then this guy right here. I just put those aside. You got your air filter. Again, these are the bolts I was talking about, 1, 2, and 3, so we can officially get this guy out of the way. Okay, I got them out. These two were 13, and that was a 15. Now you're also gonna have to undo your little heater hose that extracts heat from the exhaust down there. It's this hose that's kind of being bent right there by my electric fan. So you'll have to undo that band as well, and then you can get this guy out of here. Okay, I have the air box moved. Here's that little heater hose that goes straight from the exhaust over there. So that motor mount is actually right here. It's that guy right there, the little arc looking thing. There's the other side of it. You can see the bolt. Oops, I can't get to it. Right there. That's another bolt. That's the cross bolt, and this is the one going through down from below. So there's also a nut on the underside on both of these, because this one and that one are pretty much identical. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of break loose this one, and same with that side, and then also break loose from underneath as well. Once you loosen those, you're gonna go ahead and lift this up, if you have the privilege of having a lift. Okay, so right there, that is the bottom bolt of your motor mount. Right there. And then on this side, I'm pretty sure it's that guy. Yeah, it is. See, that is the motor mount. Go. Oops. Okay, now I have lowered her back down. I'm going to be putting a jack underneath and lifting up the engine, and then I'm going to remove those top bolts that I loosened and then switch out the motor mounts. Alright, something I forgot to do is that we got this cross bolt here from there to there. You're going to have to hold that. My oil filter's kind of in the way. I guess you could loosen that nut underneath here to kind of get them out of the way, but I'm going to see if I can do it with a regular wrench and then 18 millimeter and then a socket holding it on that side and then loosen it that way. I've already got this bolt off, and then I've already got that bolt off, and I'm just gonna have to probably do the same thing with that cross bolt on this side as well. Now I've already kind of started, but I got a jack under there with a piece of wood on it, so that once I officially loosen those the two last bolts, I can lift this up, and this just lift up a little bit, enough for me to wiggle and take out the existing motor mounts. Okay, I just got this long bolt out. right under there. Jeez, the power steering hose is right in the way of view. But now that I've jacked it up a little bit, this side should be able to come loose. Oh, yep, there you go. I don't know what's stopping it here. Alright, I probably need 2 hands to get that guy out. I ended up just taking this bad boy off. It was getting too annoying, so... Yeah, because there's a stud, a bolt stud on this other side of this little arc down there. That's where you took the other bottom bolt off from below. And you gotta kind of pick this up and then take it out, but this thing's always was in the way. So now I'm gonna try removing it again. Hopefully with that thing out of the way, it comes out easy. There she is. There she is. Wow. Holy cow. Now let me compare it to the new ones. Alright, now you can see that this, you got the bracket and the actual motor mount itself. And that stud goes right in there. And then you gotta line up these two with this guy and then shove the bolt back through and start tightening it by hand. And then we can do that side. Okay, I had to do a slight mod. I don't know, maybe this is 3 1/8 and this is 3 I think 3/8. 5/8, I can't remember exactly. Anyways, I had to take my grinder wheel and grind off the sides on these because these are a little bit wider than this and it wouldn't slide snug into the bracket. So there, it's finally in. Okay, and you can see both sides are still touching either side of the bracket. Yep. And I just put this one in by hand and started it. Now I'm gonna have to pick this up and then slide the bolt through and then start tightening it down so that it lines up with the motor mount. Got it in there, I got the bolt in there. I haven't started putting the nut on yet, but bolt in there, I kind of had to jack my motor up just a little bit so that they lined up correctly. So now I'm going to tighten that one down, tighten these, and also, I mean not all the way because I might need to have some play when I finally remove that one on the passenger side. But I'm going to get all the bolts started here. Okay, on this side, I tried removing this bolt, the cross bolt there, but I couldn't because the filter was in the way. So I had to drain my whole oil pan and everything, and then remove the filter so I can try to knock this guy out. And then replace this side. Well, I think I kind of lied. I still, even after removing the filter, I thought I would clear the bolt, but I still don't. So I had to loosen the nut. You probably can't see it, but there's a nut right underneath this guy. It's like literally right here. I got it from underneath, but you could probably loosen that, and then you can try to twist this guy out of the way. Or maybe I just gotta take the whole thing off. I thought with just barely breaking it loose, I could move it out of the way because this guy still hits right here. Yeah, okay, that worked. You loosen it enough, I just had to loosen it a little bit more and this whole thing can move. So now I got the bolt out, I'm gonna work on getting this motor mount out, put the new one in, and then start putting shit back together. New motor mount is in. Lined up with the holes. Now I gotta put the bolt back in, hand tighten all these, tighten up my oil adapter there, and then keep going. Okay, I put everything back up top up there on the air box and all that stuff. Now we double check everything. I just tightened those back down, the nuts from underneath. Double check all that. I just added oil, got my oil back inside. I tightened the adapter and my oil filter back on. Okay, on this side, I just tightened the nut for the mount. Now, I do still need to do the transmission mount, but I'll save that for a different day. Today, I have the motor mounts complete. So now I'm gonna bring her down, start her up, and see if she shakes as much. All right, real quick, just remember to put your heater hose back on, connect it from underneath, and then put your air box back in. There's the 3 bolts. Make sure you put your vacuum lines back connected onto there. Like I said from below, my oil filter's back on. Motor mounts are tightened down as snug as they can go. All right, let's start her up. Oh, just kidding. I took off the battery terminal. Let's put that back on. All right, attempt number 2. There you go. Now I hear the fuel pump. All right, attempt number 2. And there I hear the fuel pump. I've had a CPS issue, that's why I gotta pump the gas whenever I try to start it. I've had a crank no start, but that wasn't the goal today. Today's goal was to install the motor mounts. Wow, I am very dirty. That is it for today. I installed 2 motor mounts on a Jeep Comanche. I don't see very many Comanche specific videos. I know the Cherokees are like pretty much the same except for the oil filter is a little different. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have any questions or comments or critiques even, because I probably am doing stuff that I probably don't need to do, and I'm probably doing stuff taking the long way instead of taking the easy way. So anyways, comment below. I'm always down to learn and be critiqued. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.